with respect for America's tradition of a bipartisan